are the 24th of May in the tonight. Very sad because my cat died 2 weeks ago, and in 2 weeks it's my birthday, and it's going to be my first birthday ever without my cat. And it's going to be like hard because I've had this cat for my whole life, and I just don't want to. I don't want to spend. I don't want to spend my birthday without my cats. I I went home to my parents um, last weekend and the whole week. Um, we have Friday, and I came home to my apartment yesterday night. And it was really hard to go home, and my cat wasn't there. I mean, I had my other cats, but my cat, my cat would sleep with me every time I would come over. She would sleep with me, and she really loved cuddles, and she was always going to my room when I needed her, and when I would start to cry, she would come on me. And I don't have that with the other cats. She was a really cuddly cat, and I miss her a lot. I've been I've been finding a lot of old pictures of her, and I miss her because when I would miss her, I would just go into my room, or like in my brother's room where she was, and I would see her. But now I can't. Life has been a little hard on me lately. I can't find a job, and I don't have any money. I lost my cat. I have a boyfriend now, so that's a good thing, and I have friends that I talk to sometimes. and I lost my cat. I don't have any money left. No job wants me. I can't sleep anymore. And my roommate has been lately really stressful. And it's making me more mad than I already am. And I just want to have my cat. Because when I would feel stressed or when I would just feel down or like mad, and she would just come to me and she would comfort me. Yeah, I don't have that. At least I have pretty lamps. I just want to have a peaceful life. I just want my cat. I don't even know who to talk to. My boyfriend is with his friends and I don't want to bother him. My best friend is with his friend and I don't want to bother him. And I don't want to bother my friends. It was really hard to come into my parents' place in my room and find all of her hair and her sand, and she just wasn't there. She was a long hair cat, and now we only have short haircuts, and I miss her. Tomorrow I'm going to my boyfriend's place, so I'm hoping to be a little less sad, so I don't like so I don't make the so I don't make I don't ruin the mood. Yeah, I cut my hair not really well done, but I just needed like to relieve a bit of my stress because my cat died, and then the day just after I had my finals, and it was so hard to go. And the second day I didn't go to my final because I couldn't. I just felt like crying, and the minute I came home I just cried. I just wished that I could have at least said my goodbye to her. Like, she lived, like, she was there my whole life, and I couldn't be here for her last moments. Just feel, I just feel like shit. Cause I promised myself that when she died, I would be here for her, and I wasn't. And then just when I lost my grandfather some years ago, I couldn't say goodbye to him, and I still regret it. I still regret it. Regret it. I don't care. And I promised myself that whoever dies after that, I would be here. At least I would be able to say my goodbyes. But 2 weeks before, it was my parents' wedding. Like 2 weeks before my cat died, and I didn't really take pictures of my cats because I was like, yeah, when I come back, they would still be here, and I could take pictures of them because I didn't really have time. Like, I took some pictures, but like not much of my cats. And when when my mom called me to say that they were putting her down, after that call, I cried so hard. I couldn't really cry too hard because my boyfriend was there, and I didn't really want to bother him, so I cried a little. But then we looked at some pictures of her, and then like 2 days ago, I found so many pictures of her that I just forgot about them, and I just found so many of them, and it was so hard to look through all of them. It was so hard. I just wished. I just wish she could have. She could have a little bit of time, and I could have said my goodbyes, and I couldn't. There wasn't even 2 weeks before she died. It was the week before. My parents got married, then the week after she dies. And then the week after, I come home to my parents, and then we here. It's been a month. It's going to be a month at my birthday. It's going to be my first ever birthday without my cats. I really don't want. I don't even want to celebrate my birthday. My mom said that if I didn't want to, I wasn't like forced to come for my birthday. Because told me that she didn't really make anything special for me because 19 is not really like an extraordinary age, which I can understand, but I didn't have anything special for my 18th birthday, so I just hoped that they would do something for me, because they do something like special for my brother when he turned 18, and then now he's turning 20. He turned 20 this year, and they made something special. And then my little brother is turning 18, and they are planning a surprise birthday. And for my my little brother, they are planning a trip for him for his 18th birthday in 2 years. And me, when I turned 18, well, I didn't really have anything. I didn't have a trip, nor a surprise birthday. The only thing that I got was water thrown on me when they knew that I hate getting wet. I hate the feeling of like wet clothes on me, and they threw water on me, and that's it. That's all I got. I didn't even get the cake I wanted. I didn't even get what I wanted to eat because they wanted beef, and I don't eat beef. We just, yeah. I don't feel like life has been really fair to me lately, and I just wished she would be a little less mean to me. Yeah, I miss my cat. I really miss my cat. She was fucking ugly. She was so ugly. When she was young, she was beautiful, but when she grew up, she was ugly. She couldn't take care of herself anymore. But she was ugly. It wasn't just because of that. She was just so ugly. She didn't like pictures, so every time I would put my phone like in front of her, she would always like I never had her eyes. Like she would never look at my phone. She hated pictures. She would move all the time when I would take a picture of her. And she always had her brows like that. Like she would always look angry. Mm. She was my cat. I just I just wished I just wish we could have a little bit more time before she had to die. miss my cats. And I don't know how to grieve. I never learned how to grieve. I still miss my grandpa. I never really accepted his death. And I don't know how I'm going to accept my cat death. I still get tears when I talk about my grandfather, grandparents. Because when my grandfather died, kind of changed everything in my life. Because before before he died in 2018 April, we will go every year in Spain to go see him, because he lived in Spain. He was Italian. Oh, I'm just going to get. When he died, we couldn't go to Spain anymore. Well, we went after he died. We went in the summer in 2018, and it was too empty, and my dad was so sad, so upset about the fact that the house was empty, and he just couldn't do anything, and it felt heavy, like it felt empty, but the atmosphere was heavy, like it felt so weird without my grandfather there. And I just wanted to go home. I didn't want to stay. I took some stuff from him, and I took this picture of my grandfather and my grandmother, and I take them with me every time I travel. When I went to Spain 2 years ago, or just when I travel in train, I take them with me. It might seem weird. It might seem extra weird for normal people, but I just want my grandparents to travel with me, because they travel a lot. Because my grandfather was Italian. He ran away from the Italy under Mussolini, and my grandmother was Spanish, and she ran away from Spain under Franco, and they traveled to meet, well, they traveled in France, in Paris, and then they met, and it was really romantic. But they traveled a lot. They went to Jerusalem, Greece, like around the world. Like I have a lot of postal cards just around the world that they received. So I guess that they also traveled a lot, and then they decided to retire in the native town of my grandmother. And we bought a house. Yeah. So I just wanted them to travel. I just want them to travel a little bit longer. And now I'm just going to take a picture of my cat and keep it with me. Because I have Polaroids of my cats. This is okay. This one is ugly, but she's always ugly. Like she's always ugly. Like I have, sorry my face. Like I have no picture of her. Like that she's really like beautiful. So I have a cat, put Curl, that he's beautiful. He's really beautiful, but her, I just can't. I don't have any good picture of her. It was 1 year ago. It was from June 23. Like 2023. It's hard. And like when I was younger, I had dark thoughts, and I always thought that I would end myself before my cat would die, because I always thought that when she dies, like she's my soulmate. I can't live without her. Like she's my soulmate. We lived like I was born in June 2005 and she was born in July 2005. We literally spent all of our life so far together, and I moved out, and I always thought that she wouldn't survive after I turned 18, because I was so sure that I just couldn't live without her, and I moved out. I was like, okay, so I can live a little without her, and then she dies. I mean, I can be a little far from her sometimes, but like, I don't know how to grieve. I never learned to grieve. When I lost my cat, like 6 years ago, she was run over by a car just in front of our house, and 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 I never accepted her death. It was quick. We had her like a couple months. We never really officially adopted her. She adopted us. She was abused and abandoned. Left. She was left and abused by her previous owners, and she was a stray cat for a few months, a few weeks, a few months, and we would just feed her a little because she was afraid of humans, because she had like bruises and stuff, and she was so little, and little by little she would come closer and closer, and she would come into our house. We already had 3 cats, so my mom didn't really want it. No one didn't really want to adopt her, but she couldn't just leave her in the streets. So she adopted us, and she would sleep on my bed, and she had 4, but one died. But she was pregnant, and she had 3 beautiful cats, babies, that we still have news, time to times, from times to times. I don't know. And they are all beautiful. And I still remember in the morning she died. She was sleeping on my head, not on my head, but she was sleeping just next to me. And I didn't choose the name. I wanted to name her Smarties, because it was like so pretty for her, because she was white with like some like let me like stain of like brown and like orange brown and brown black. But she was like, she had 3 colors on her, and it was like, it looks like milk with like Smarties, like chocolate in milk. So I was like, oh, that can be pretty, Smarties. And then we went on Myrtille. It was a pretty name for her, like a fruit, red fruit, berry. It's a berry. And in the morning she died, I was getting ready for school, and she was still on my bed, and then my mom put like food for the cats. So she went downstairs, and I was downstairs, and she was eating, and all the others. And I went to school, and my mom, in the evening when I came home, I just came home, and I was getting ready to eat, and she told me, oh yeah, she died. She got run over this morning in front of her house. And I went to my room, and there was still her hair at my head in a sense. And I think it's like the hardest thing to do is to watch her scent disappear. Because I didn't want to wash my sheets for a few weeks. No, the scent was gone before a few weeks, but I just couldn't. Just the last piece of her, it was a bunch of hair, and she was like so pretty. She was so pretty. I don't even have pictures of her. Yeah, I miss my cat. Grieving is going to take a lot of time and energy, and I don't know how I'm going to be okay. I don't like changes. I just of course I thought about the day I'm going to lose my cat, but I just never thought it would go this quick. Like 18 years. She could have waited a few weeks so I could spend my birthday with her. And then okay, she could die, but I just had to wait a few weeks. I don't even want to celebrate my birthday. My first birthday without my cat. I'm going to. I'm not going to my parents' place. I think I'm going to invite my boyfriend at least, and then maybe make a cake. Cause I love cakes. I love baking. I don't have money. I don't have money. I can't buy chocolate. I can't buy things to bake and cook because I don't have money. And nobody wants me. Nobody wants to hire me. Life is so mean to me. She died on a rainy day. She she's in my she's in my garden. My sister made uh, like a tomb is in my garden, well, my parents' garden, and I don't know how to deal with grief. Nobody taught me how to grieve. think I will ever recover from losing my cat. I don't know. I don't know how. I never thought that I would lose her. I mean, I've been preparing myself for the day she dies. Cause I was so scared to lose her, so I was like, okay, let's prepare myself, just in case she dies. But she died, and I was not prepared. I thought I was. No, got it wrong. I thought that I was prepared. I never was. I don't think you ever are ready, like prepared to lose someone or something. I just feel like I lost a part of myself because I don't know myself without her. Like she was always there. She was always there. And it's the same with my parents and brothers and my sister. Like I've known them my whole life. Like they are a part of me. Losing them will be losing a part of me. I've had her my whole life. My whole life. I don't know how I'm going to be able to continue life without her. Yeah. Yeah, that's just to vent a little, because I'm really sad tonight. I don't know what to do with all this sadness. I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's